We're live backstage at 10 Man Jam with one of the biggest stars in country music. He's been wowing crowds all across the world. He's wowed crowds at Rodeo Houston. He's a magnet for #1 singles, and he's got his worldwide tour wrapping up very soon. Chris Young, welcome back to Houston.
That was a different intro.
Hey man, it was true. It was all true. Minus the World War part.
Yeah. Dude, it's been so awesome, incredible year. I was just talking about the fact that we recently announced we are going over to Europe next year. Got people so excited about that, and great to be back here in Houston.
Man, what's it like when you find out people in Europe love your music so much? Not to say that, I mean, it's kind of an international world with social media and stuff, and the internet. But you almost don't expect that.
It's different when you're actually there. I remember the first time that I played there, and this will be like the 4th or 5th time that I've been over. But the very first time that I was there, it was one of those things where you're kind of inwardly, as you get ready to go on, is anyone going to know any of my music? Is anyone going to know any of this stuff? Am I going to just kind of have to win them over from scratch? And they're huge country music fans over in Europe. They'll go find bonus tracks on records that they love. So it's really awesome to see country doing so well.
Well, I think it speaks to the singer-songwriter nature of country music, especially in today's age. There's so many influences that are really shaping country music that have come from the last 2 decades, 3 decades or so. And so I think it speaks volumes about the state of country music.
Yeah, I mean, you look at all of the great songs and the great artists that are out right now, and you can really say that about any era, but actually being a part of that era and being right in the middle of it, looking around, a show like tonight, everybody that's going to be here, all the great songs that are going to get played, it's just it's pretty wild to see that and to see how expansive it is. It's not just Europe, it's Australia, it's Canada, it's everywhere. So I love seeing country music do well.
Now, I know
it's obviously good for me. So.
Yeah, totally. Now, I know you get bombarded on Twitter. I'm one of those people that's constantly hitting you up trying to make you laugh. You spend a lot of time. Is that your favorite way to connect to fans on Twitter?
It just kind of depends. I won't engage too much because you'll start to get some stuff that's just kind of like overly keyboard warrior sometimes.
Oh, absolutely.
You get somebody that's on there at 11 o'clock at night firing off, your music sucks. I'm like, okay, you should probably be out doing something or around other people at this point. But it's also really a cool way to see feedback, see other people's photos, from the crowd at some of these tour stops that I've had, and see what people are loving on a new project. I just think that the good outweighs the bad in so many cases, and especially for me with how I like to engage people and try to show them, some of the behind-the-scenes stuff. I was just talking with you. We just filmed another recap video. We do it just about every weekend that we're on the tour, and this one's kind of funny. We're just kind of being stupid, and sometimes it's nice to be able to show people that, and it's not all, hey, go buy this song. Like, sometimes it's the stuff that's behind that, too.
Yeah, and as a fan, it's rewarding to know that, because we always put the stars on a pedestal, but then at the end of the day, they're just humans. They're just everyday people just like us, and so those behind-the-scenes shots are what I feel like make it special between the relationship,
Yeah, and I mean, I've been lucky enough that, this will be coming up next year, 13 years that I've been on RCA. So you guys have been stuck with me for a long time, coming and showing up in town and playing shows. And a lot of my band and crew are guys that have been around for 10, 11, 12, 13 years. And you can tell, like, there just is that family vibe and atmosphere out there on the tour.
Now, if you can think back to when you were getting ready to go on Nashville Star, I know you just took us back. So, did you see this kind of success in your future?
No. I mean, you always hope for stuff like this, but with Hanging On being a #1, I mean, that's 11 #1s that I've had as an artist, and they've had other hits outside of that too. And it's just kind of wild to even try to put my mind around that. From, I used to live in Arlington, Texas before I ended up on that show. I'm from Tennessee originally, but I had moved down and was playing in a band, and had no idea that was going to end up being kind of the catalyst for all this stuff that's happened.
Now, these pictures you've been posting online on Twitter, they're jaw-dropping. You're standing there on the stage. Maybe sometimes you get down on one knee, and you got this huge crowd behind you, thousands of people. How does shows like that compare to these more intimate shows like this? How do you separate those, besides the fact that there's not thousands of people?
I mean, it's just a different type of show. And that's one of the things that's great is you don't have to just have shows in arenas or shows in amphitheaters or fairs or festivals. Is when you can break it down to an acoustic show like this and kind of tell some of the stories behind the songs and have it be a little more intimate, although I'm pretty much 100% certain people may or may not be drinking alcoholic beverages before they start the music. So I have a feeling it's not going to be a, quiet crowd.
No, it's not going to be quiet tonight. It's not going to be quiet.
It's not going to be. If I know anything about it from the last time I was here, but it's fun to be able to do that and to be able to kind of put it into a different perspective for that kind of show.
Now, it's Christmas season. Have you asked Santa Claus for anything this year?
I've not. My niece has asked for a whole lot. So
what's on their list?
I gotta get on that for her. She actually doesn't know what I'm getting her. I'm doing something kind of cool. I try every year to at least like one person in my family have like a really over the top gift if it's like a trip somewhere or something like that. And a couple years ago I took my entire family to Disney World, and she thought I was the coolest thing on the planet. So I was like, well, you can't just do that again. So I've got an idea for something kind of cool that people. I'll probably post something about it. I don't get too into my personal life. I don't even think I've ever posted a photo of my niece anywhere. I kind of keep my family in a different lane of my life. But I'll probably post something about what we end up doing because it's going to be cool.
All right, I'll be on the lookout. I'll be on standby. Now, do you remember your very first memorable Christmas present?
Actually, my first guitar was a Christmas gift. So that one is always going to stand, far and away as one of the best gifts that I ever got, whether it was Christmas gift, birthday gift, anything. Because I'm still not a great player, but that was what really was one of the beginning points for me as a musician, picking up my first guitar and learning to play the chords and write songs on it.
Man, look where it took you.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Chris Young, can't wait to see you on stage tonight. Thank you for stopping by, man.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it, brother.
Can I get a couple of shots of you two together here?